Katie, thank you. Governor Scott is expected to sign a bill that would drastically change Florida's election laws. The bill would limit early voting, make it harder to register voters, and set a deadline for voters to update their registration information. As Whitney Ray tells us from our exclusive Capitol News Bureau, the U.S. Justice Department has been asked to review the changes.
Last year, Carly Sadler helped register hundreds of voters at Florida State University.
A lot of students weren't even aware that there were elections.
Carly is the chapter chair of FSU PIRG and regularly participates in voter registration drives, but she may stop because of changes in Florida's election laws.
I wouldn't be shocked at all if a lot of organizations stopped doing voter registration. The fees were scary enough in the past semesters, and now fees and deadlines are even more restrictive.
The changes shorten the time voter registration groups have to turn in forms from 10 days to 2. For each form turned in late, a $50 fine could be levied. It would also force volunteers to register with the state before signing up voters. Those changes have volunteer groups like the League of Women Voters crying foul.
That could be an undue burden for people who really do this as a labor of love, something that they're committed to as they kind of see it as their civic duty.
Other changes include shortening early voting from 2 weeks to 8 days and requiring voters who change their addresses less than 30 days before Election Day to cast provisional ballots. Controversy surrounding the changes has already reached Washington. A delegation of congressional Democrats sent this letter to the U.S. Justice Department calling for a review. The Justice Department responded with this letter saying it would carefully consider the changes to see if they violate the Voter Rights Act. Supporters of the changes say it's all about fraud prevention, but there's only been 31 reports of voter fraud in Florida since 2008, and in only 4 of those cases, arrest warrants were issued. In Tallahassee, Whitney Ray, WPTV News Channel 5.
Besides third-party voter registration groups and supervisors of elections, Democrats oppose the bill. They say the changes would have a major impact on their votes because Democrats are more likely to vote early. They're also more likely to register to vote with a third-party registration group.